All right, today we're here with Brock, and he's a very healthy college student. But let's talk about some things that you plan on changing in your lifestyle.
Well, since I was like 15, so the past 7 years, I've been doing a lot of strength training and bodybuilding training, but I've really neglected my cardiovascular aspect of my health. I used to wrestle in middle school up until when I was about 15 or whatever, and then I got really into like bodybuilding and training.
Okay, and you've been doing that like since you were in high school,
Yes,
and you still do it.
yes.
Okay.
And I eat a lot of healthy foods. I rarely eat any like artificial foods like potato chips and stuff like that, or
Okay.
processed food like
That's
McDonald's. I guess the only thing that can be considered unhealthy is sometimes you eat a lot of like fatty foods like steak. But
Okay, that's good.
what's the negative aspects of it having like too much ribeyes?
Well, I can't really answer those questions because I'm not a registered dietitian, but I could definitely contact one and get them to counsel you on that. It will increase, the blood lipid levels and high cholesterol, a lot of red meat, but I will get a dietitian to talk to you about that. I have a good one on board. So, but you were telling me that you want to increase cardiovascular.
Yeah, so my diet's already kind of in check. I eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruit. Like I said, nothing artificial.
Okay.
I do pretty fairly intense workouts, but like a weightlifting workout, it's nothing like running or stuff like that.
So you're missing the cardio
Yeah.
aspect. Okay.
Yeah,
So
for instance, like when we lifted together the other day, we went on like a 10-minute light jog.
Yeah.
Like halfway through, I was like really feeling it. So
Okay,
I
so-
definitely want to.
right, we recommend that you hit aerobic training 3 times a week, and that it can definitely benefit you. And some of the benefits to aerobic training, are decreased blood pressure. It's going to build your lungs. It's going to help you transport oxygen more efficiently, and it's also going to allow your veins to vasodilate so that you can move blood better. But so you're not exercise? Are you not doing cardiovascular training because you don't have the time, or you just don't really want to?
Just really don't want to.
Okay.
The closest thing I'd have to cardiovascular training would be high rep squats.
Right.
Which at that it's like kind of high intensity because it's like a minute max or 2 minutes.
So what type, are you really open to any type of cardiovascular training?
Yeah.
Okay. So we want to do some sort of aerobic training. So we would be thinking more like a structured, like, treadmill, high intensity walk. We're looking for at least 20 minutes. 20 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week, 20 minutes at the minimum for moderate activity. So we could do, treadmill walking, or we could even do the stair mill, elliptical. Do you like machines, or do you prefer to run outside?
I definitely prefer outside. As it comes to walking, I work outside. I work in like not physical labor construction, but I basically walk around all day.
Okay.
So I honestly could walk for like all day long without feeling anything.
Right.
But I feel like when it comes into like jogging or like the next step above walking is where I really start to lax. So I was like kind of thinking, spitballing ideas, like maybe after every workout I go on a 10-minute jog, maybe pick up other things, like if it's the weather's not conducive for a jog, I could do like burpees or something like in place to do that.
Yeah, that'd be definitely a good way to start. We could, figure out a routine that once you figure out what you like, you just do that. But you can also mix it up so that you're getting something different. So like if you do run outside, you can go on different paths, or you can try different routes so that you're not getting bored. But do you feel like you're going to be able to begin this soon, or are you still like contemplating? Like
I've already began this, starting this week actually.
That's good.
So we're
looking to maintain it then.
Yeah.
We're not in the contemplation phase anymore.
I just need to come up with I feel like more workouts that aren't machine based for cardio, because I feel like one of the things why I haven't ran in the past is I didn't really want to run outside, and I don't really like running in place on a treadmill. I really like feeling like the wind in my face. Like a more active
Cool
workout like that, or immersive workout. Because like when I'm running in place on a treadmill, it's just doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah, I completely.
So like I
understand.
said, I want to do like more burpees and running after my workout, specifically when my heart rate's already spiked up.
Okay, yeah, that's you know, and remember whenever we are doing cardiovascular training, we're gonna go into a warm up,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna hit our training, and then into a cool down. So you're gonna want to make sure that you do that, you know,
Mhm.
so you don't hurt yourself. And
Yeah.
then you also mentioned that you wrestled in high school.
Yes.
Okay, and like you've thought about like.
Yeah. Doing like jujitsu or something like that. 'Cause
Okay.
like I said too, I like more immersive, fun type of cardio activities because I feel
Right.
like it'd be a lot harder to stick with something just like
Right.
running on a treadmill because it's so monotonous. Whereas like jujitsu, you're utilizing skill, and like when you wrestle jujitsu, it's super intensive cardio on every part of your body, not
Yeah.
just your legs, not just your core, not just your upper
Yeah.
body. It's a full body movement for
Okay.
extended periods of time.
Yeah.
Like I remember that specifically about wrestling is like one of the best ways to get in shape because on top of all the like cardiovascular activities that they make you do in wrestling, such as running, the actual art of just even drilling wrestling
Yeah,
moves
Exactly.
is very stressing.
Oh yeah, and you know, as a former wrestler myself, I'm a huge advocate of that of jiu-jitsu for cardiovascular training. So that's another modality. I mean, would you consider possibly looking for a gym?
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
roll around at?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, because jujitsu, it also increases like every aspect of your life because it's such a mental game, like learning new moves and implementing a strategy. It's
Yeah,
a very
that'd be-
fun form of exercise.
That'd be a
Which
good
is one of the
aerobic
reasons-
training. That'd be good aerobic exercise for you to pick, definitely.
Well, that's also like one of the reasons like it's so easy for me to like go to the gym and do like a bodybuilding or powerlifting workout is because I find it fun, whereas like just running or just running on a treadmill, like
Right.
it's just not really fun to me, so it's hard to stick with. Where something like jiu-jitsu would be fun, so
Right.
it's easier to
That's
stick with.
That's a great idea.
How about swimming as well? Swimming's
Swimming
kind of
would-
like a full body.
Yeah, swimming would also be a great tool, especially because it's low impact, you know, since you are stressing your joints out a lot while you're in the gym. If you said that you're bodybuilding, so you're hitting
Mhm.
high reps and high
Mhm.
intensity workouts, I mean, I think that swimming would also be a good,
Mhm.
fit for you since you could easily access that at any
Mhm.
local YMCA. In the summer, you can go anywhere,
Mhm.
and it is great for building your lungs and your aerobic capacity.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, it's low impact, so.
Didn't you mention as well, like when you first start cardiovascular activity training in that specific department of your health, like your body will learn to utilize its energy more efficiently and more effectively. It'll absorb and
Right.
store your energy.
Well,
Your veins will work better
Right,
to
as-
transport oxygen,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
As exercise specialists, we want to focus on three areas. So that's cardiovascular training, muscular strength, and stretching, flexibility.
hmm
So-
And what kind of stretching do you do? Because I only do like every now and then the generic exercises, like toe touches for your hamstring. Maybe I'll stretch my chest every once in a while.
So right,
I
well,
feel something too is I'm kind of naturally flexible a
Okay.
little bit, so I
that's
have
good.
like
That as a wrestler,
Yeah,
you kind
yeah.
of built that up. So what we want to tell people is that prior to beginning any exercise, we should do dynamic stretching, and that's that
prior to every exercise.
prior to every workout,
Okay.
we'll hit some dynamic exercises. So that's not holding the
Mhm.
stretch. It's moving dynamically.
Like rotator cuff.
Yeah,
stuff.
active movements instead of static stretching. So we'll do that for each major muscle group. So do that for about 15 seconds, 2 times for each major muscle group. And then after the workout, once you have all the blood
Yeah.
and you're warmed up and you're loose, then you can static stretch. And we can then hit each body part twice again for 30 seconds.
All right.
Would you consider starting to do that?
Yeah, that would be really good too.
Okay.
That's one of the 3 things that I'm missing. I've only really got the
Yeah.
strength training.
Yeah, and
As
I
of
think
now.
that once you really can put the cardiovascular training and the balance training, it's going to help your overall bodybuilding and strength training. It's
How-
going to take you to the next level.
What's the frequency you recommend of doing stretches? Like after every workout, or how many
Yeah,
times
you
a
could
week?
do. I mean, you want to stretch to discomfort, and there's nothing wrong with overstretching. You
Mhm.
know, after even
Yeah.
if you're going to go roll at jiu-jitsu or wrestle, you're still going to want to stretch every time you do that too. So I would recommend after every workout at
Mhm.
least. It won't hurt, and it's going to also allow you to lift safer. You
Mhm.
know, a more flexible joint is going to allow you to safely lift.
For a person like me who's normally active throughout the day, whether it be walking, do you recommend doing like some sort of additional exercise like every single day? Like some people recommend doing like a little bit of running, even if it's like 5 to 10 minutes every single day.
No.
Okay.
I mean, you can. What we recommend is about 3 days a week, 3 or
Okay.
more days a week. If you, I mean,
Because
you don't want to overdo it at first. You
Yeah.
know, we don't want you to go backwards and
Yeah.
quit, because what a lot of people find themselves doing is they start out too fast and they
Yeah.
overdo it and they just quit. So.
Yeah.
We'll start out and we'll progress your progress, and then we can, adjust the frequency from there.
Mhm.
So, you have any more questions for me?
Um, just no, I don't.
Okay, cool.